Okay, so in the, or I guess like they're gonna, there we go. Game started.
Awesome.
Let's take a look over here. So in the bottom right, playing as the humans. We have Geko versus Saitama playing as the trolls over in the bottom left. And they're playing on Hard Rock, so do you want to do a little bit of introduction about this map?
I will try my best to. For some reason, though, it's showing up as fogged for me. Um,
Yeah, it's the same
but
for
yeah,
me actually.
that's interesting. I wonder what's up with that. But anyway, so this map is interesting in that it's not in the ladder pool. So I think players are not as familiar with it, and we may very easily see kind of one route getting hard countered by the other route simply because folks haven't found a safe route or how to kind of scout their opponent's route to make sure they're not getting countered. Um, but broadly speaking, it, it's interesting because uh, there is a hard camp very early on that you kind of need to go through. So, directly adjacent to your main sector are two easy camps, but it's inefficient to try to go from the one to the other. So, like you can see both players doing, you take the one easy camp and then you run into the center. But then the question becomes, what do you do next? And it looks like they are both trying to get to that middle sector, which doesn't have any creeps. Um, and our human player got there first. Geko, if he can hold it, will be at, I think, a bit of an advantage.
Yeah, he seems to be doing okay so far. And whoa, yeah, Saitama's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave. Funnily, there was this scout doing some harassment, and it had one health
Uh,
for quite a while. And
sure, it's recovering now.
yeah, it's still harassing away. Although I think when this eye banner finishes,
Which it's due to any second. Yeah, this scout may not be long for the world.
although oh there we go. Yeah, it was taking a little bit of time there, but yeah, there goes the scout.
And it looks like Saitama, not having gotten that middle sector, is indeed getting that other easy camp, where Geko is going for harassment. See if he's able to pick off that smasher or get some worker kills.
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
the smasher. Yeah, the smasher seems to be okay. So yeah, I think it's just gonna be a bunch of easy workers.
Right. Oh, this is interesting. I don't know that I've seen this before. Uh, Gecko bought a guard totem from his opponent's shop, which is which was actively shooting away at the workers, but has been taken out by Saitama. So at this point, they are even in sector count and even in levels. Um, so let's see what he's able to get done with the harassment.
I didn't even know you could buy from your opponent's shop.
Oh
That's
yeah, you. Mhm.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, the most common use case for that is to buy potions, which is can be important because there is a maximum of 10 health potions that can be purchased from any given shop. That doesn't often come into relevancy, but sometimes it does matter.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. And oh wow, yeah, just doing a bunch of harass with these totems. Oh, this is really funny to watch. Actually, oh,
Ooh,
gets a kill. Nice.
gets a kill. I do wonder how much XP those totems give. I don't think a lot, probably. If he had gotten the hero kill, that would have been a lot.
Oh,
He
the
is
poison's
picking
still
down.
on. Oh no, he died.
Gets the kill, and Plaguebringer gets level 3 off of it. That's kind of huge. Up till this point, I think it was going well for Gecko, but with the hero death, that may not have been worth it.
Oh, that's a rough way to lose a hero. You actually get out in time. You
And
get
I
the
was hoping for
teleport.
his,
You
yeah, I was
get
hoping
yeah.
for
You
his
get,
sake, the fact that he had teleported away, I mean, he'd be outside of the XP range for Saitama, but that isn't the case, evidently.
yeah, I guess it is down to if you're the one still getting the kill, then you get the XP for it.
Yeah. Because notably, if you're sometimes you'll have your outpost kill creeps for you, and if your hero's really far away from that, you don't get the XP. You can teleport in at the last second and take the XP. But I guess if it's you doing the killing blow, you always get that credit. And now they're going up the right side, which I had thought there was sectors on the right side, but it had been fogged out, so I wasn't sure. And unsurprisingly, with the fact that Saitama didn't have a dead hero, he is ahead in terms of picking up those sectors, which may let him catch up economically from the fact that Geko has that middle sector to himself.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, he's so far ahead on these sides, and yeah, it's just looking really good for him right now. And I think, is Gecko still level 2?
I would have to think so, yeah.
So, yeah, everything's looking good for Saitama right now.
So trolls typically don't need as many sectors as he's going to be picking up right now, and in fact can't afford to upgrade them. And so it'll be interesting to see if he's able to hold all of the territory he's acquired. If he does, that would be pretty big, especially since he is stealing a creep camp from Geko, expanding that XP lead that he's established.
I like the play that Saitama's doing here, and this is actually very smart, is that, you know, he hasn't upgraded all the territory he's grabbed, he's just upgrading the one that's closest to his opponent.
Yeah, I like that a lot as well. It's a pretty standard play, and so Geko may try to sneak behind enemy lines, so to speak, to take out those unupgraded flags, but that can be tricky as well. It's obviously, you know, takes longer, you're more exposed with your reinforcements, and one of the advantages of trolls is they tend to be very good at creeping early. Something Saitama's taking full advantage of it. He might get level 5 here before Geko gets level 3.
Oh wow, that's terrifying to think about, actually.
I might have been exaggerating, but I do think he's going to get it before too long here. Geko has gotten level 3.
Oh, and actually, funnily, in this middle here, Gecko's actually losing workers to this hard camp. The hunters are going out and running into them.
I don't think they were planning to hunt quite what they've managed to catch. But yeah, here we are.
They weren't going hunting for zombies, I don't think, but I mean that's what's out there, so.
Yeah. Now this is interesting. In theory, those are Saitama's creeps, quote unquote. But in practice, everything's Saitama's creeps, it seems. He's taking the hard camps, all the hard camps on Geko's side of the map.
Yeah, and oh wow, Geko actually has to teleport in here to defend, because I think he might have actually lost the frontier outpost if he hadn't done that.
I don't think so. Repair is pretty strong in this game, but I do think what he wanted was the XP, and this is actually very nice for him. The outpost is adding a lot of DPS, making him much more able to clear the hard camp. And I do think he got one of his hard camps. So they're equalizing. Saitama is closer to 5 than Geko, but it's not a huge gap anymore.
Okay, so it all works out. I guess like the annoying part of the harass though is, you know, repair is like really strong, like you say, but I guess that's still resources you have to put into it. So.
So at one point, it was almost free. Then they patched it and it was ludicrously expensive. Then they patched it again, and now I think it's not nothing, but it's not a super meaningful amount.
Okay.
Having said that, it looks like there is still one zombie left. I think that hunting cabin may, in hindsight, have been a mistake for that middle sector. I don't know what other resources were available to him. I guess not much else, so he didn't have any choice really. But
yeah, they keep going. I think there must be like some kind of food corpse there or something that they just keep running to and
adding more corpses to the pile.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess originally it was like a pig corpse, and now it's just a massive pile of other corpses.
I don't think cannibalism is allowed, otherwise that sector would have infinite food available.
Yeah, I mean that's a bit of a weird workaround to get extra food, if that was the case. Alright, here we go, we got this fight coming in.
And wow, that does a lot of damage.
Oh, yeah, those infantry are going to be running away with like no health, because
they'll need to.
Yep.
Yeah, he desperately needs to get that infantry upgrade to boost their HP. Otherwise, they're just wet paper against Saitama's level 5. Let's see. So Saitama's 5 4.5. Gecko's about 4.6 or so. And there's not really much left on the map for him to get the level. He'll have to get it from fighting, which is very difficult to do as a general rule. Especially with Saitama's control.
Yeah, I guess Saitama's ability to wipe out large portions of the army with a single spell.
Also that, yeah, that doesn't help. He did take down one Smasher. I don't know how many he needs to get the level up, but that would be very impactful. Wolfguard Commander does have a very powerful level 5 in that. I'm blanking on the name. The explosion, the Earthshake thing.
Well, I can go check that real quick. Let's go to Geko. Let's take a look at this.
Sure. That probably would have been smarter for me to do.
All right, Earth Shatter, I think is the one you're referring to.
Close. Yes, that's correct.
Okay, yeah, that looks pretty strong. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice because it not only does damage, it also stuns. Looks like Saitama has his upgraded weapon, and holy smokes,
that did so much damage.
It is. Now it looks like Gecko's going to be able to take down the troll outpost, but it's going to be a trade, and well, maybe not.
Oh yeah, he manages to defend, but he lost so much doing so.
He did. Now this map is quite big, in the sense that I don't know that at this point Geko is hurting for sectors. He's got plenty to upgrade, and Saitama has only upgraded half of his sectors and has lost one at that. So for now, that differential in map control is not really relevant, but that could change as we progress through the game.
Yeah,
that was a big win though for Geko, taking out Saitama's sector on the right.
Yeah, I feel like Saitama missed an opportunity here to pick off a few workers for free. He kind of just walked up to them, left them alone, and retreated again. It's just like, I don't know. I think there's like some easy pickings here.
Sure. I would agree.
Oh, yeah, now he sees it. He's like, wait a minute, there were 4 hunters there I could kill easily.
I gotta say, this is the worst possible sector to be a worker in. It must be like the punishment for derelict workers to get sent there. It is brutal. Now, having said that, a little more interesting, top right, Saitama's giving up another sector. I'm surprised. I guess he's looking to trade sectors, and if he can, that wouldn't be a bad trade for him. But I don't know that he's going to be able to do it in time. This is looking real good for Geko.
That said, Geko losing a lot of army there.
I mean, I don't know. If I was Geko, I would take that trade. A sector for 4 crossbowmen, or however many it was. Plus, he picked off a smasher.
Yeah, actually, that's pretty good. I guess, yeah, it looks worse than it is when a whole bunch of units go down to that spell, because, yeah. Now Geko. And here we go. Gekko's like, wait a minute. I don't know if I should have, like, this many hunters here. Let's build some watchtowers instead.
So, traditionally, watchtowers are not good in this game. But for this sector in particular, I do not disagree with putting those down. Ooh, he's got a vulnerability potion, lowering the resistance on those big troll units.
And the hero, ooh.
He's losing a lot of army here. I don't love how much he's pushing in. He's got another smasher down.
Yeah, there's a bunch of these going. Actually, yeah, a lot of these trolls are looking pretty weak right now. Although that said, a lot of these humans are also looking pretty weak right now, so.
That's true.
But I guess he secured the center, which is really what he was going for.
I agree. I think that was a great trade. They came in with, I think, pretty comparable populations. I definitely think Geko lost more units in that fight, but I also think that's quite okay. I think his economy is a lot more developed, and trading some units to maintain control of the map is a great deal for him at this stage of the game.
Okay.
Hero is back online. Will the hero be able to get into this fight in time? He's got the Godstone, and that should maybe help him get over there.
Well, another wave of crossbowmen going down. Saitama doing a pretty good job here in this fight.
Yep.
Well, this unit's
I don't think he's going to get the sector, though.
No, that outpost is looking really healthy. He didn't even get that to half. Oh, and he loses his hero.
That is huge. Saitama giving Geko his level 5 on the Wolf Guard. That is a big deal. Yes, I don't know what Saitama needs to do to turn this around, but I feel like he's got to do something. The infantry have their Warhammer upgrade, it looks like. I don't know if they've gotten the health upgrade quite yet. I'll try and check that.
They're still 700, so...
Ah, you have better memory for their max HP than I do. He is working on it. It should be kicking in any second now. And there it goes, I think. Nope, it is at 98%. He needs just a little more iron.
There we go.
There we go.
And
Oh
yeah,
my goodness, that was a huge earth shatter.
Yeah, a lot of damage coming in there, and you know, this wall breaker at the front's looking really weak.
Right.
And I guess while that's on low health, like, you know, that's Saitama's ability to like push very heavily negated because...
Yeah. That is an expensive unit. You don't want to throw that away. So they are even in sector count. Saitama has upgraded all of his sectors at least once. So, yeah, things have maybe kind of equalized.
Yeah, it's just gonna come down to like, I think Saitama's just kind of like throwing his head against this wall, where it's like this is now a fortified watchtower along with like a regular one as well. Oh, 2 fortified watchtowers. Yes, Gekko's just like, wait a minute, I'm not gonna get really any economy off the center.
No.
So let's just build watchtowers and like make it very difficult for Saitama to get through here.
Yeah, no, and I like I said, I typically you do not want watchtowers, but this sector is just so important in terms of map control and positioning. I don't disagree with his choice at all.
Okay, and we start to see some flying units coming out for Saitama.
Interesting.
I mean, well, they just
Those
immediately
can do a
died, but...
blinding- Yeah. They can do like a blinding cloud, reduce the range on... Ooh, that is a big ultimate coming out from Saitama there. Takes out a bunch of units.
Big corpse explosion, but I think he'd already killed everything around that, so... Didn't really end up doing that much. And, oh wow, Hero just got melted there on Gekko's side, so... Yeah, Saitama is just like, I'm just gonna walk up, I'm gonna kill your hero, I'm gonna do a bunch of damage, and then... I guess they're just gonna...
To back up.
Yeah, I mean, I guess pushing into those 2 fortified watchtowers is, like, not the best idea, so yeah, you can just go around them.
Especially with all those crossbowmen still alive. He does need to be careful with those. They can die in about a second.
Yeah, and well, I guess both of the people need to be careful here, because they did a lot of damage to that Plaguebringer.
They did, but his ultimate is off of cooldown again.
Okay, right. Plaguebringer's looking pretty healthy right now. Oh, right. Now he's going in. Yeah, he's going to pick up a bunch more. Oh, that was like half the crossbow.
Oh my god.
Force there. Yeah. And I think...
That is brutal.
I think that is the moment when I think this is game, because...
I have to agree.
I mean, Gekko's going to fight it out. Like, he's got these catapults in the back. Ooh, a whole bunch of them coming in there.
But... yeah, maybe that'll help him turn it around. Especially, I think he needs beefier units to deal with the Plaguebringer, and he is getting them in the form of the Keeper and I guess arguably the Catapult. And especially, the Keepers are large units, meaning that they're not going to be as susceptible to AoE damage.
Also a good point. Yeah, like they're going to naturally force the army to spread out, so...
Exactly. Yeah, this is quite the pendulum. I guess Saitama, when he was losing ground, was investing in economy and then ultimately army. And now it's Gekko's turn to try and catch back up. I will say, and I'm not criticizing the guy, I've done this too, he's floating a lot of resources right now. So if he can get a minute to get the production buildings up and just crank out an army, I think he can come back, but he has to do that. He has got half the supply right now of Saitama. He really needs to be converting those resources into units.
Yeah, there's something very painful about being in a losing position when you just have so much banked up.
Yep.
And you're just like, oh, I should have built like 2 or 3 more barracks earlier on or something like that.
Yeah. And I imagine it's a little hard because that middle sector he maybe was counting on for resources, and so it messed with his build order. But oh no, those catapults!
Oh, 2 go down. Third one looking to join it. There's some more coming in here in the back, but
There are. Geko just needs to hold for a while to stabilize, but I don't think Saitama's giving him that time.
yeah, now level 8 on this hero. Yeah, this Plaguebringer's looking really scary. Along with like this massive horde of trolls. I mean, he's taking a ton of damage, but
He's,
that? I think that might be
you need
game.
to actually finish him off.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's able to do that.
Yeah,
There
Gecko's like GG. Catapult's going down. He's losing sectors. So yeah, I mean, I guess this is the expected result. I will say, Geko put up a really good fight.
I was doubting Saitama, and apparently I was wrong to do so. But I agree, Geko was looking really good in the mid game, and I think I'm not sure what went wrong with his combi. I think on this map it might be hard to actually put down your army buildings, just because, as you may know, human buildings are gigantic and very difficult to place, and so that may have been another factor where this is a map you don't play on a lot, and maybe where he would typically put his barracks and such, you physically cannot place them, and so that may have been a contributing factor in him floating so many resources.
Well played to Saitama. They're gonna go through to winners final, and we have the result here from Nakamura versus Levitus. Nakamura is actually gonna join Saitama in the finals. So
this is gonna be good.
This is gonna be good. I'm very interested to see how this goes. And yeah, we have some more lower bracket results coming in as well. People just reporting scores and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna keep going with this event. We're gonna keep going with this upper bracket. We got winners finals up next. So yeah, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.